I watch the WNBA, as you guys know, and as we talked about at the top of the show. And last night I watched the fourth quarter of the Chicago Sky, their first victory over the Dallas Wings. It was Angel Reese versus Paige Beckers, two players the WNBA would love to hype up into big stars. There are people out there. Paige Beckers is going to be the best player in the league, and Angel Reese is this and Angel Reese is that, as I told you earlier in the show. But it actually turned into a game about, Carmela Cardosa, I think scored a career high 23 points last night, and the Chicago Sky got their first victory. And I saw a video of people making fun of Angel Reese. That she went 2 of 6 from the field. I think had 9 rebounds, scored 6 points last night, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. People were making fun of Angel Reese. She had a couple of bricks and a couple of shots getting blocked. And this video in particular, let's play the video of her going to the hoop and getting her shot blocked. Let's play that video.
Playing in her 6th game of her WNBA career, Smith blocks Angel and will send it back.
So I saw a couple of different feeds pointing this out. One of them said, look, here she is with the crossover, and then there was another one talking about here she is with the hezzy, and then womp, 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 she gets her shot blocked. But having watched particularly the fourth quarter of this game, Angel Reese actually showed true progress and self-awareness. She only took 6 shots. I'm not being remotely sarcastic. I'm not saying, thank God she figured out not to shoot. I'm more saying, hey, this is great. She's figured out she's not an offensive player, and she's more of a role player, a rebounder, a distributor, screen setter. And they figured out a way to feed the ball to Cardosa, their 6'7" center, who does have some offensive skills. This is progress. And I want for people to understand where the progress has come from. I'm giving Angel Reese credit, but I also want to give her critics credit. And why I keep saying that criticism is the key to development. And that when you try to protect people from criticism, you're actually giving them arrested development. Why, at least for one night, and at least for any victory, has Angel Reese said, you know what? I'm not some great offensive player. Let me quit forcing shots up. Let me do these other things that help us win. Why is she doing that? Because her critics have been heard. She's gone through the process of getting heated up over social media and people belittling her offensive skills. She can't be in denial of it. She's having to deal with the fact, I'm going to keep forcing these shots up. They're going to keep getting blocked. I'm going to keep missing all of the rim and throwing these bricks up. And therefore, I'm going to give people more ammo to make fun of me over social media. Angel Reese, being smart, is tapping out. Is saying, you know what, I got to adjust my game. We're 0-4 to start the season. We looked uncompetitive. People are starting to rip me and this team. Let me show some self-awareness. Let me adjust my game. Let me play in a way that befits my actual skill set. This is why we have to allow athletes, black, white, whatever color, to be criticized. If we protect them from criticism, if we explain all criticism of them as some form of racism, they then are allowed to ignore their critics and they never adjust and develop. Angel Reese is going through the process. Ryan Clark and all these other people that think it's their job to protect Angel Reese from all criticism and protect all black women from criticism. You're arresting their development. They'll never improve. That's why criticism is a form of love. When people quit criticizing, what they're saying is, I have no faith and belief in you to change and progress. It's why, even when my critics are misguided, I still try to appreciate and understand where they're coming from, because I know, hey, they must have a sincere interest in me. And there's a chance that I may miss something, and they may have caught something that is worthy of me paying attention to that form of criticism. So, Angel Reese, I'm telling you, I'm rooting for you. I really am. And so I hope that you hear the critics, RG3 and others, that are saying like, hey, you have this irrational hate of Caitlin Clark, and you think it serves you. You think it's making you money. And maybe it is making you money, but it's also going to keep you in the crosshairs of irrational critics, and it's also painting a bad image of you. So I hope you listen to those critics as well. The feud, the alleged rivalry with Caitlin Clark, it does not serve you. It serves content creators. It serves racial idolaters. It serves people that want to use you while pretending like they're your BFF and they have your best interest. A Ryan Clark, he gets to make content off of you and the feud between you and Caitlin Clark and her fans. But Angel, you can have a successful WNBA career as a rebounder, as a defensive player, as a facilitator offensively for others, and again, with your tenacity as a rebounder to score some points, have a successful WNBA career. You've already got a brand that people are paying attention to, but ending the feud with Caitlin Clark would serve Angel Reese best. If she pivoted and went the other route of, hey, you know what? I want to be a supporter. I want to compete against Caitlin Clark, but I also want to show respect and appreciation and love for Caitlin Clark. That would serve Angel Reese best in the long run. Her popularity, and Caitlin Clark's, and I'm not calling Caitlin Clark an angel because she's not, but Caitlin Clark's instincts, the way she's wired, she'd rather help everybody, including Angel Reese, than be at war with Angel Reese. It would be a big win for Angel Reese, the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, and everybody involved if Angel Reese raised the white flag on her war with Caitlin Clark and embraced Caitlin Clark. That would be even more progress for Angel Reese. Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.